Hello, thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, The Management Room. I am your tutor, Rita Felix. In this video, we are looking at the levels of human resource planning. There are 3 levels of human resource planning. We start with human resource planning at the national level. At the national level, human resource planning applies to the process of planning towards the preparation and employment of people for productive purposes. It aims to enlarge job opportunities and improve training and development decisions through calculated adjustments of rapidly changing demands. At the national level, the objective of manpower planning is to create maximum employment opportunities for increased productivity. The National Planning Development Commission in Ghana is the body charged with the responsibility of human resource planning, which is an integral part of economic planning. The process of human resource planning is concerned with 4 major areas. 1. Serious concern for human capital by combining flexible educational and training facilities. Secondly, concern for population and levels of employment. Third, manpower utilization and distribution. And finally, skills for development purposes. Let's look at human resource planning at the enterprise level. There are various levels of human resource planning in an industrial enterprise, but each has its own objectives and techniques. It may broadly be carried out at corporate, divisional, or plant levels. The purpose of carrying out human resource planning at various levels is the systematic projections of human resource requirements for the future. It is done to determine the effects of anticipated change in technology, markets, and products on human resource requirements. Human resource planning is similar to long-range planning in general. It is better to start at the lowest organizational level than up to the highest. There is no doubt that a corporate plan is developed by the body of chief executives with the help of corporate staff planners. However, if the personnel lower down in the organization starts the planning process, the organization shall reap the benefits of thoughts of persons who are more familiar with day-to-day problems and will be more interested in fulfilling the plans if they have had involvement in formulating them. Therefore, the human resource planning should begin at the lowest organizational level and be reviewed successively at higher organizational levels. Let's look at human resource planning at the plant level. This can be conducted by an operating committee which will review annually the previous year's manpower experience by comparing actual data with estimates. The next step will then be to formulate a human resource plan or projection for the next year, including the number of employees required and the sources which could be utilized to meet these requirements. It will also determine the number of promotable employees for the annual human resource plan. Finally, the committee will evaluate these plans in the light of expected changes of all kinds within the next 5 years with the help of HR planning experts. Each division or department of the organization will have the divisional committee which will review the HR plans for staff in the department. The divisional committee will integrate all the human resource plans of its plant as well as those of its divisional staff into a comprehensive divisional HR planning report. Now we look at HR planning at the highest level. At the highest level of the organization, there may be an executive committee which will seek to integrate the HR plans of the divisions. The committee will be assisted by a specialist in this field and will review all the plans submitted by the divisional committees and will develop similar plans for the headquarters staff. It will make projections of human resource requirements of various kinds during the next 5 years. At this level, much emphasis will be given to the executive human resource planning because it takes a long time before a person is developed into a better executive. The committee will have at its disposal the following records and statistics regarding the plans during the next 5 to 8 years. 1. Employees turnover during the previous years, employees going on retirement in future, and thirdly, past records regarding employees turnover due to death, resignations, terminations, and absenteeism as a guide for human resource planning for the future. After the human resource planning has been done at the top level of the organization, it will be integrated with all other planning in the organization to ensure its proper utilization. Therefore, human resource planning is an integral part of overall business planning, and it is not an isolated area of study. Thank you very much for tuning into my YouTube video. This is the management room. I am your tutor, Rita Phyllis. Thank you.